You know, Matt, maybe now we need some puff filters for the wind in these challenging environments.
Exactly.
You go preferences?
Yeah.
You know how to do it. Just
What are you looking for?
Our screen name. Streaming. There we go. So let's change that.
Is it the 9th today? 10th. 10th.
I brought a beefy battery too. So if you need power, I
Oh,
got
yeah.
plenty.
All right.
Alright, yeah. So let's go ahead and let's have you guys check. Why don't you guys talk a little bit about the game?
Check.
I'll check here on, see if I'm getting audio.
Okay.
Okay, you getting anything over there?
Well, all right, fans. Today we have Paynesville softball taking on Eden Valley Watkins, and it's a bit chilly out here, but we're ready for some good ball play. I'm with Josiah Walls today.
Hello, and yeah, the weather isn't horrible, but a little breezy and a little bit chilly. Could be better.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs on the season are 7-4, and looking to extend their record to 8-4 and possibly 9-4. Today is a doubleheader.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, the Eagles are actually 2-10 only, but they have played a lot of hard teams, as I've talked to the Paynesville Bulldogs coach, Mr. Whaler, earlier today. So, despite their 2-10 record, they may be a formidable opponent.
Absolutely. And I would like to apologize ahead of time for all the wind noise. It's nothing we can do about it in these challenging environments, as we are sitting outside for the first time of the year.
We'll do our best. The good thing about being outside, though, is that this camera angle is great. So
absolutely, no fence or net in the way for you guys. Looking out for you.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
You got the lines? Sounds good. Can you put the mics even closer? You guys don't have to worry about the wind as much. It's not picking up the wind too bad.
All right.
Looks like the track kids are having a good practice out there in the distance.
You know, that's one sport I couldn't do. And earlier today, we had the UBA Championships, the one-on-one basketball league. Carter Carlson, my partner here, took the win for the championship game, winning a hat.
Thanks, Josiah, for the shout-out. It was a pretty intense season.
By far the biggest crowd we've had all year.
Yeah. Yeah, and Mrs. Whaler actually won the bracket championship, the challenge, and she got like 41 points out of 54 possible. She had a very accurate bracket.
Yeah, she did very well. And
sorry about that wind again, folks. But yeah, she does win $10. So congrats to Mrs. Whaler.
And hopefully her husband, the coach for Paynesville, Tim Whaler, can pull off a win for the Bulldogs. So for Paynesville, starting lineup is number 19, Skylar Berg, playing left. 24, Abby Schaefer, playing center. Number 8, Bailey Whaler, catching. Number 15, Molly Stang at first. Number 16, Lindy Hennon at second base. 13, Olivia Haynes and left, and number 4, Kylie Everson playing shortstop. Number 21, Megan Uch playing third base, and number 7 pitching. Sounds like runs.
Yeah, it sure does. Yeah, we got a lot of big barrels, big bats on our team, that's for sure. We've had a few home runs hit already by Bailey, Megan, and Olivia. And just recently, Lindy Hedden actually had a game-winning hit. So good job, Lindy.
Yeah, they got a big target out there in center field to hit.
Yeah, they sure do. That's a nice scoreboard.
Brand spanking new.
Maybe 10 points for the big one and 20 points for the little one.
I would make that 30, you know. I bet that's about a third of the size.
Yeah, I would say so too. Maybe even a fourth, but yeah. Again, that's thanks to the Bulldog Sports Boosters Club, I believe.
So big shout out to them. Also for the football scoreboard and the baseball scoreboard.
Yes. Yep. Big reason why Paynesville has nice facilities.
Absolutely, you know, the Booster Club is just absolutely incredible for our sports.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the game is just getting underway as coaches shake hands and look about to take the field.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much.
And this is the first softball stream for us, at least this year. Maybe more to come.
Yeah, we're hoping to catch any softball games that are home and while baseball's away.
Absolutely.
I hate to say that baseball takes precedence, but
they got a nicer box for us to sit in.
It's kind of the case, yeah. It'll be interesting to see how these girls respond to all this pressure as they are live streamed right now.
Absolutely, you know, that's the first time they've had it all year, or frankly, in general. So let's see how they respond.
Yeah.
And also, wish luck to the boys baseball team in Eden Valley.
Yeah, they're facing an Eden Valley team that doesn't have a great record, such as the softball team, but looking to go to, I believe, 11-1 on the season.
Yeah, you know, just absolutely incredible season so far for the Bulldogs. Definitely hoping to extend that lead.
Yeah, it's been a blast announcing for them so far.
Yeah, the one loss coming from Piers.
Very formidable opponent.
Absolutely, they've always been a challenge for us in any sport, really.
And they actually face New London tomorrow under the lights in New London. So if you're able to make that game, please give that a visit.
I believe it is 7 o'clock.
Yep.
Right next to Heritage Bank.
Yeah, they have a nice field, and hopefully the weather's nice for everyone.
Yeah, hopefully a little warmer than today.
Yep.
And it looks like we're just getting underway here. As the Bulldogs huddle up in the middle. Up to bat is number 4, Laura Keif.
And she is the right fielder for the Eagles. And Grace Lang is on the mound for the Bulldogs. She's about to deliver the first pitch of the game.
You know, looking from here, that's one heck of a mound.
Yeah, that's one downfall of this field. But that first pitch went for a ball, I believe. Grace is probably the ace for us.
Hey, whatever works.
Yeah, big swing and a miss there.
Yeah, just got the outside corner.
Makes the count 1-1. So in this doubleheader, it looks like the Paynesville Bulldogs will be the home team for the first game. Another swing and a miss from number 4, Laura Kipp.
Definitely good for the Bulldogs to get ahead, you know, first batter, make a statement for the rest of the momentum in the game.
I would agree.
And that's going to hit her in the leg, and that's going to be a walk. I take back my comment. That's not a great start so far for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, she had a good count going. She was ahead in the count, and then just that one got away from her a bit.
Yeah, nothing you can do about it. You just got to shake it off and let it go. You know, it could be the pressure of recording, but you never know.
Could be.
And up to bat now is number 3,
Sawyer Keekley. And she is the shortstop for the Eagles.
Big swing and a miss. Counts 0-2. Definitely coming back on this batter to redeem herself.
Yeah, actually she's a second baseman. So yeah, the count is 0-2 right now, runner on first. That's going to be another ball. Bailey throws down to first base, trying to nab that runner.
Yeah, not too happy about that runner getting on, first at bat.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. And again, if you're just tuning in, we do have some wind issues, but we'll work through it. And there's a hit up the gap through shortstop, and that'll be a base hit for Sawyer. First hit of the game for the Eagles. Runners on first and second.
Yeah, not a hopeful start for the Bulldogs here. Definitely a formidable challenge here.
Yeah, it looks like the Eagles have come out pretty confident as Olivia Schleiper steps into the box. She has relatives in Paynesville, actually.
I don't know if you could ask for any better start so far to this game for Eden Valley.
For the Eagles, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Schleiper follows that one off. Schleiper is a shortstop for the Eagles. Very good athlete.
Big shout out to the community ed and Matt Dickhouse and Max Maher for setting all this up and letting us do such a thing for you guys.
Yep, there's a bunt, and that's going to be a good bunt as Schleiper reaches safely to first. So the bases are juiced for the Eagles with 0 outs here in the first inning.
Yeah, first 3 batters, 3 on. Not a better start you could ask for. Sorry about the name popping up on the live stream.
And now batting for the Eagles, number 15, Hallie Jansen. Center fielder for the Eagles. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. See if the Bulldogs can get out of a jam here. Again, 0 outs, bases juiced. Big swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Grace Lang. Count is now 1-1.
Base is still loaded with 0 outs. This is a really tough spot to come out of for Paynesville, especially with the first 3 batters. A little demoralizing.
Well, she fouls that one off as Lang gets ahead in the count. 1-2.
And that's going to be a big hit out to right center, and that looks like it's going to get over.
Yeah, it drops just in front of the fence, and that's going to bring in a run. 2 runs, actually.
That brings the score 2-0 so far with no outs. Bases, runners on first and second and third.
Big hit there for Hallie Jansen.
Yeah, Paynesville doesn't look too happy about it as Bailey walks out to confront the team.
Yeah, so 2 early RBIs for Jansen. And now up to the plate will be Claire Roser.
Paynesville really has to figure out something soon, otherwise they're going to be in a hole they can't get out of.
Yeah. Roser is the reserve designated hitter, and she fouls it back.
Yeah, an attempt bunt there, trying to get on base again. Counts 0-1.
Actually, Roser's the third baseman. As Lang settles in on the mound.
And another bunt. Yeah, another bunt, and it looks like it was just a little high for her liking. Bailey tries picking the runner off at third.
Yeah, caught the runner on third leaning a little bit. Throw was just a bit too late. Again, still 0 outs. Scores 2-0. Eagles with the lead. And that's another solid hit out toward left field. And Olivia Haynes makes a good grab, fires it in, no runs score, and there's 1 out for the Dogs.
Yeah, I know. I'm really surprised that number 7 on third base didn't try to tag up there.
Yeah, looked doable.
Definitely cutting it close, but Eden Valley might not be as aggressive as Paynesville on the bases.
So now batting for the Eagles, Mackenzie Berg. And she is the first baseman for the Eagles. Count is 0-1.
1 out though. Making progress for Paynesville.
Yeah, that pitch was just low for ball number 1. Counts 1-1.
Still runners on just second and third.
And there's a foul tick making the count 1-2. Bulldogs trying to get out of this jam without any more harm done.
Yeah, Grace definitely putting up a tough battle here against these last couple of batters. That's going to be another foul tip over the top of us.
Count still 1-2. See if Lane can get her first strikeout of the game here. Oh, what a grab by Kylie Everson at shortstop as a frozen rope was hit to her, and she steps on second for a double play, and they get out of the inning with only 2 runs.
Great job by Kylie there. Kylie in her last game got 7 stitches because she got cleated.
Yeah, interesting stat there.
Yeah. Yet still playing.
And the Bulldogs going into the bottom of the first will bring up the bats, lead it trailing 0-2.
Soccer.
Yeah, just more motivation for the Paynesville Bulldogs to get ahead here.
Leading off for the Bulldogs is Skylar Berg. Right fielder for the Dogs. And on the mound for the Eagles is number 12, Emma Schultz. Not sure how her record is this year, but we'll see if the Dogs can hit some balls out to that green grass.
Absolutely. You know, we got to land balls somewhere and get runners on base somehow. Definitely not wanting to trail in the beginning of the game.
Again, recap of that last inning. Eagles scored 2 off of 3 hits, 2 singles and a double. And the last hit was a frozen rope hit to our shortstop, Kylie Everson. She nabbed it and stepped on second for a double play to get out of the inning. And we'll see how Skylar Berg does here, leading us off. And that's going to be a ball. Good eye.
Yeah, let's see if Paynesville can get a better start here versus Eden Valley.
And that's outside.
Skylar so far having a great eye for the ball.
Count is 2-0. See if she takes this one. And she does, and that'll be a called strike. 2-1.
Yeah, I caught her on the bottom of the strike zone there. Trying to pull a 3-0 count there. Just wasn't successful. Big cut there. Fouled over the top of us again.
Great stat for Berg. She's on track to challenge the stolen base record for the Dogs. Pretty impressive stat.
Counts 2-2.
And that's high. Ball 3, full count now.
Looks like this pitcher putting up a tough stand for Paynesville already.
And she gets a hold of it, but it is foul.
Just a tad foul, yeah. Right down the first base line. Still full count.
Here's the pitch, and she rips that one out toward left field, and the left fielder charges in and nabs the ball for the first out of the inning for the Dogs.
Not a great start so far if they need to put up points.
Now with 1 out, second batter of the game is Abby Schaefer, center fielder for the Dogs. And that'll be a called strike, making the count 0-1. From center field, Abby's already thrown 2 out at the plate. It's pretty impressive. And that ball's going to bounce in front of the plate for ball number 1, making the count 1-1.
So for the pitcher being pretty consistent on the zone, just missing by a little bit each time.
Mm-hmm.
Counts 2-1 after that.
And she gets a hold of it. It's going to be out towards center field. The center fielder charges in, and she makes the grab. So second out of the inning now. As Bailey Whaler steps up to the plate, looking to make something happen here with 2 outs.
Yeah, 2 batters, 2 flyouts. They need to land something on the ground to get anyone on base so far.
Bailey's been a great hitter. Again, she has 1 home run this season, and she has the best on-base percentage. So would not be surprised if she managed to get on base here. And that's going to be a pop-up, though. As a shortstop makes the grab, backpedaling, and the Eagles go 1, 2, 3, getting the Bulldogs out 3 times in the first 3 batters. And going in the top of the 2nd inning, the Eagles lead 2-0.
Yeah, not a hopeful start for the Bulldogs. You know, not a lot of pitches thrown, especially with Bailey. Not even 2 pitches thrown, only 1, and still a fly out. Definitely need to be a little bit more picky with the ball.
I think they'll be all right. They'll come back. Being a doubleheader, I believe both these games are 6 innings. Maybe 5 even. I wish I knew more about softball.
How long are the games? How many innings?
6 innings.
As confirmed by Max Maher, it's going to be 2 6-inning games.
Laying back on the round for the Bulldogs, warming up.
Yeah, small delay. Bailey getting dressed for catcher.
That's what happens when you're the last out and you're the catcher.
Oh, well, though.
And leading off for the Eagles this inning will be Kendra Nye.
Let's see if the Bulldogs can hold them this inning.
Fun fact, I believe Kendra actually used to attend Paynesville in elementary school.
Pretty simple job.
She's a senior for the Eagles. And let's hope for a 1-2-3 inning for the Bulldog defense.
Yeah, they definitely need to respond somehow, even from getting a 1-2-3 inning.
And that's going to be ball 1, low. Just got to bring it up a little bit. Easier said than done.
That's going to be a ground ball to Megan Uch at third base and thrown out at first base.
Yeah, very nice play by Megan Uch there to get the first out of the inning. And now, stepping up to the plate for the Eagles is Leah Hemish. With the common name Hemish, I'm sure she has some relatives in Paynesville.
It looks like there's an illegal pitch called by the ump.
In other words, I believe equivalent of a balk in baseball. I've never seen this happen, but we'll see what the count ends up being then.
Looks like the ump confronts Grace about it. And it looked like she didn't bring her hands together for a proper pitch.
Let's hope that's an easy adjustment to make for Lang.
Hopefully.
The batter, Hemish, is the left fielder for the Eagles.
And that's going to be a pop fly behind us, a foul tick.
No cars damaged.
Not yet, at least.
Some would say they're relieved and some would say they wish there was, but
yeah, it just depends on the person.
Come on, dogs.
And there's a swing and a miss from Hemish as Lang battles ahead in the count, 1-2.
Still one out.
And that pitch is going to go just high as the count goes to 2-2. And there, Hemish gets a hold of it. That's going to be foul again.
Yeah, near miss of my car over there. I would not be the happy one to get my car hit.
So Leah's putting up a good battle here.
2-2. A lot of strikes landed so far, just not making
And she rips it out to left fielder
Olivia Haynes.
Yep. And she relays it in as the Eagles have another base runner. Nice toss, Josiah.
Thank you.
Now stepping up to the plate for the Eagles is Jamie Schumacher.
Only 1 out and 1 runner on base. Almost a familiar situation for the Eagles so far.
And there's a bunt. Look, that's going to roll foul.
Looks like Bailey just lost track of it, thinking he was going behind her, but almost landed on top of where she was. Oh, and 1.
And that'll be another bunt for a foul. Whaler scoops it up quickly and tries to take her out.
So far that bunt working when they can land it.
Yeah, they had one very successful bunt last inning. Advanced all the runners and got the batter safely to first.
A lot of attempts so far.
And there's a swing and a miss, and that'll be retired batter to make the second out of the inning. And now the leadoff batter for the Eagles is again Laura Kipp, right fielder.
That's going to be a high pitch, and as Bailey throws down to first trying to get him. Pick off. Counts 1-0. Still 2 outs.
And there's a swing and a miss. And the runner goes 2. The throw hits the runner, so she will be safe at 2.
Yeah, it looks like Bailey was going to throw it on first there and then saw the runner going.
Yeah, just a bit of hesitation.
1-1 count for the batter.
Batter asks for time. Laura's already reached base today via a walk in the first inning.
Struck in the leg.
Doesn't look to be hindering her at all right now.
Not at all.
And that pitch is going to be fouled straight back to make the count 2-2. Hoping that Lane can get another strikeout here.
Grayson almost the same spot here with a 1-2 count in the first inning. Now with the 2-2 against his batter.
And that'll be fouled straight back as well.
Bulldog's hoping to stop another run. 2-0.
And she rips it to the shortstop just under the glove of Kylie Everson. That's probably going to bring in a run, and it will. So a strong double there from Laura Kipp.
And now the Eagles lead 3-0.
A tough start for the Dogs.
Hopefully they can come back and respond.
And now stepping in up to the plate, Sawyer Keekley, second baseman for the Eagles. She had a single in the first inning. And that first pitch goes for a strike, counts 0-1.
Yeah, Bulldogs looking to stop a 2-out run here. 2-out rally.
Second pitch is just high, making the count 1-1. As Lang looks back to the runner on second.
Yeah, definitely controlling the runners on base so far.
There's a strike right down the pipe, making the count 1-2. 1 strike away from Lang's second strikeout of the day. And there's a rip to shortstop, got under her glove again, and that throw is going to be just too late. Good stop by Molly, though, on first to prevent a run from scoring.
Yeah, stopped the ball, just couldn't get it up quick enough.
Yeah, even though Kylie didn't make that play at first, she did manage to stop the ball, and that saved a run. So,
runners on first and third now.
As Olivia Schleiper steps up to the plate, she has a single also in the game. And she rips that one out to center field, Abby Schaefer, and she makes the grab to end the inning. And only 1 run scores to make the score 3-0. Let's hope the Bulldogs can bring the bats here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, the first inning definitely didn't show much for us with 3 fly balls and only 3 batters. Up to bat now is Molly Stang and Lindy Hennon, hoping to create some momentum for the Dogs to get out of the 3-0 pit.
Quick recap of that inning. There were 3 hits, 2 singles, and a double. And the Eagles managed to score 1 run to make the score 3-0. Looks like on the mound again is number 12 for the Eagles, Emma Schultz, playing as the flex player in the batting lineup. I believe that means she's not batting. And Molly Stang, big power hitter for the Bulldogs, steps up to the plate, hoping to get something going here.
Yeah, they need to place something on the ground in the last inning, everything in the air, and the Eagles made the most of it with 3 outs right away. Paynesville just needs to get on base.
And that first pitch will be a strike, making the count 0-1. And she hits that one to shortstop. And shortstop throws it to first, but it's dropped. So on an error, Molly reaches.
Yeah, it looked to be a one-hopper that just stuck in the dirt there.
Let's go, Lindy.
And now to bat, Lindy Hennon, who, as I said earlier, recently had a game-winning hit. Let's hope she can carry over some of that clutchness here.
Yeah, still needs something here with only 1 batter on base.
And that'll be a hit between the center fielder and right fielder as Molly digs for third, and she will be there safely. So good base hit for Lindy as she advances Molly from first all the way to third.
First pitch again. Paynesville not seeing a whole lot of pitches here.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive with the bats. So far it hasn't paid off too much, but hopefully that changes this inning. And that first pitch to Olivia Haynes is a ball. Olivia's already had 1 home run for the Bulldogs, and another was just shy, actually just foul.
Lindy steals second there on a pass ball. Molly scores.
So there's the first run for the Bulldogs as they now trail by just 2, 1-3. And Lindy Hennon advances a second on a stolen base. Let's see if Olivia can crank one toward the fence.
Something must have clicked here with the Bulldogs with first 2 batters on base and a third one coming, and 1 run scored already.
Olivia now trailing in the count 1-2. And that's a strike 3. It's dropped, however. She hustled towards first, and that'll be an out.
Still advances the runner on second, Lindy Hennon, to third. Scoring position now with 1 out.
Shortstop Kylie Everson up to bat for the Bulldogs. And that ball goes just over the outside edge of the plate for strike 1.
0-1. Runner on third base.
And she's showing bunt, pulls it back. Good eye. Making the count 1-1.
Yeah, Eagles quickly to rush up there. Definitely want to hold this lead for them. Not wanting Lindy to get home. Counts 1-1 for Kylie Everson.
And she shows bunt again. That bunt actually comes back and hits her as she tried to pull back at the last second, making it a foul ball, making the count 1-2. Again, just 1 out in the inning here. Bulldogs have a runner on third. That is Lindy Hennon. And Kylie swings and manages to make contact. Yep.
Still 1-2. Kylie putting up a fight here against this pitcher. Seeing one of the most pitches out of any batter so far in the lineup.
Yeah, definitely. And she rips that one towards the third baseman, and that's going to get through the gap between short and third. And that'll bring in Lindy Hennon for the second run of the game for the Bulldogs, and they only trail by 1 now. Good hit by Kylie. And now up to the plate for the Bulldogs batting is Megan Hutch.
You go, Megan. Come on.
And Megan adds to the rally here in the bottom of the second with a nice base hit, again between short and third. And the Dogs now have runners on first and second with only 1 out here. And now Grace Lang up to the plate.
Bottom of the order here.
Yeah, Grace looking to bring momentum to the top of the order. And she hits a high fly towards center field, and center fielder runs in to make the grab. No runners advance, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
Yeah, another case where only 1 pitch thrown and swing. Definitely need to sit back and learn this pitcher a little more.
Skylar Berg will be now the leadoff batter, is now up to the plate. And she takes first pitch for a strike.
Kylie Everson on second still.
Berg shows bunt, pulls it back.
Big steal for the Paynesville Bulldogs. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. 2 strikes against Skylar, however.
Yeah, Kylie with a good steal there. The umpire behind second base actually looked like he was going to signal out, but the home plate umpire overruled him. And Berg follows off for, again, to keep the count at 0-2.
3-2 for Paynesville. Great response so far. Skylar Berg fouling out to left field last inning.
And she hits a foul ball there. Looking to bring in an RBI here, possibly 2. As again, Kylie Everson on third and Megan Hutch on second. And that'll be low for ball number 1, making the count 1-2.
Great job seeing the pitcher here, getting some pitches thrown.
And she reaches for that one, manages to make some contact to stay alive.
Off-speed pitch there, trying to throw off her batter.
Count is still 1-2. Good job for good battle here between Berg and the pitcher. And another foul ball.
Skylar making solid contact, just not getting anything in play.
Again, the score is 3-2. Bulldogs just trail by 1. Good hit could bring in 2, and she rips it, and that'll be a gapper, and that'll bring in 1, possibly 2. Yes, it will bring in 2. So 2 RBIs and a great clutch hit by Skylar Berg, and the Bulldogs take the lead just like that, 4-2, 4-3.
Yeah, that ball just bouncing off second base almost.
And like you said, Josiah, the first thing they kind of jumped on every pitch they saw, and now they've been kind of sitting back, and it's paid off.
Yeah, definitely making more progress as they know the pitcher a little more.
And now up to the plate, Abby Schaefer. Another 10th grader for the Dogs. Bright future for this softball team, as that first pitch from the Eagles pitcher is low for ball 1.
Yeah, definitely a younger team so far, but absolutely great future for us.
And that's a called strike over the outside edge of the plate as Berg steals another base, going for that record.
Great base running so far by Paynesville, taking every opportunity they can.
That last throw by the catcher actually wasn't a bad throw, but Berg was there in plenty of time.
Just the blazing speed beat it out.
And that last pitch went for the first strike of the count, making the count 2-1. Just a second inning here. And there's a called strike too. Umpire seems to like the outside edge.
As long as it's consistent, we'll play with it.
Yeah. And she rips that one. That is deep.
And that's going to be out.
And that's gone. A great home run. 2-run homer by Abby Schaefer. Wow, what a hit.
Yeah, definitely a redemption from flying out to center field last inning.
Straight away center.
Great
as far
job.
as you can get for a hit in here in this ballpark.
You know, it didn't hit the scoreboard, so
Yeah, just short of that middle scoreboard.
that 30-point goal.
And the Bulldogs with that 2-run homer take a 6-3 lead with a huge 6-run second inning, and we're still going. As Bailey Whaler, another power hitter, definitely possible that she might hit another one over, steps up to the plate.
Yeah, flew out to the shortstop in shallow left last at bat. Hoping to redeem herself so far.
And now the dugout is alive.
Yeah, dugout definitely seemed more lively after that.
I have not seen a single other softball team with a dugout as loud as ours.
Definitely a way to get inside the pitcher's head. Throw him off the game.
Early in the count here for Whaler is 0-1. And here's the second pitch of the at-bat, and that's outside. Good eye for Bailey, making the count 1-1. And Bailey just gets the bat just over that ball. She fouls it off into the dirt.
2-2. Yeah, Eden Valley trying to get out of a slump here.
It's been a while in this inning since there's been no Bulldog runners on base.
Yeah, 2-out rally since Grace Lang. Since then, a single and a home run scored after that.
That last pitch went in the dirt probably about 4 or 5 feet in front of the plate.
Full count.
And she rips that one to the third baseman. Third baseman feels it cleanly, fires over to first, and that's a nice play for the third baseman to get Bailey Whaler out to end the inning. And the Bulldogs score 6 runs to take a 3-run lead going into the top of the third. Great job for the Bulldogs softball team.
Yeah, strong inning looking to come as Molly Stang coming back to bat for Paynesville. Went through the entire lineup once. Looking to score that many again.
Yeah, that was very
so far.
impressive. And Hallie Jansen will be leading off here for the Eagles in the top of the third. She has a double, so let's hope Lane can win this battle. Again, Lang, as quoted by Mr. Whaler, has been a great pitcher this year. Struggled in the first inning, but she's been getting it together since then, it seems like. As again, Bailey happened to be the last batter, so there was a slight delay. And she shows off the power of her arm right there. As Jansen digs in at the plate and takes the first pitch for a strike. Great pitch there from Lang.
Bulldog baseball leading 2-1 in Eden Valley right now.
Thanks for the update.
Top of the third.
And Jansen fouls that one off as Lang battles ahead in the count. 0-2 early.
Eden Valley needing to respond here after getting scored 6 times on last inning.
Yeah, that first inning they looked like world beaters, but that didn't last.
Yeah, they came out strong and just kind of lost it in the second inning.
Counts 1-2 here. Grace looking for her second strikeout. Oh, that's a rip.
Deep fly ball to left center, and that looks like it got over the fence.
That's gone. Wow, so Jansen, who had a double earlier in the game, now has a home run to add to that. Not something to like to see if you're a Bulldog fan, but I mean, if you're an Eagles fan, then it probably excites you a little bit.
Yeah, good start for them to the inning at least.
The good thing was there was no runners on base, so only 1 run is scored.
Still have a 2-run cushion for Paynesville.
And I expect that to grow.
Yeah, definitely not looking to use that up.
Now digging in, Claire Roser. And Roser swings and misses at the first pitch.
Another trend for Eagle softball. Looking to take the first couple pitches off our pitcher too now.
And another swing and a miss. Looked completely baffled on that pitch.
Yeah, off speed there. Definitely caught the batter.
So the count is 0-2.
No outs.
And another swing and a miss as that ball went in the dirt, and Whaler grabs the ball and tags her out. No need to throw to first.
Yeah. Looks like it just hit in front of the plate and still took a swing at it and barely fielded it cleanly behind the plate. Tagged the runner out.
And that'll be the first out of the inning. As now Mackenzie Berg digs in.
That's going to be a foul ball straight into the ump.
He took that like a champ. Didn't even phase him.
Yeah, still looking strong.
Counts 0-1 now for Berg. And that'll be a ball in the dirt.
Yeah, it looked like another off speed, just couldn't land it in the zone.
Why not keep trying it though if they've been swinging?
Yeah, why not?
And that was another ball, making the count 2-1. And she rips that one out towards left fielder. Left fielder Olivia Haynes cannot quite get to it. She fires in, and that'll be a double for Mackenzie Berg.
Olivia Haynes having an eventful day out there with a couple of fly balls.
And now to the plate, Kendra Nye, who has not reached base yet for the Eagles. I believe she actually hit into a double play the first time she was up to the plate. So again, with 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning, the Eagles have a runner on second base, and the score is 6-4. Bulldogs ahead by 2 runs. As that last pitch went for strike 2, 0-2 is the count. And Nye rips it over to second base. Second baseman makes the grab. Good play by Lindy Hennon there.
And sorry about the lack of commentary for the next couple seconds as we change a battery that's needed. All right then, and we are back after that.
Yeah, in case you didn't manage to see that, what happened was there was a 6-3 out for the Bulldogs, and they got out of the inning.
Yeah, third baseman making a good play over to first for us.
Shortstop to first.
My bad.
And going into the bottom of the 3rd inning, Bulldogs still lead 6-4.
Same lineup as last inning for the Bulldogs. Molly Stang and Lindy Hennon up to bat again.
Let's hope that we can get 6 more runs.
Molly Stang getting on base last time due to an error on the first baseman.
Homer to put Paynesville up 5-1.
Zach Osendorf just hit a 3-run home run for the Dogs over in Eden Valley to take the lead, or to
extend the lead
5-1 over the Eden Valley Watkins boys baseball team.
Head out there and give them some support.
Great job, Ozzy. And Molly Stang rips the pop fly, and the left fielder charges in to make the grab. That'll be the first out of the inning, and Stang very aggressive there in that second at bat of her day.
Up to bat now is Lindy Hennon, the second baseman.
And she hits it back to the pitcher. Pitcher not able to make the play, and she's going to be there. Close play at the bag.
Yeah, first baseman pulled their foot.
Yeah, great job by Lindy to get there. I think she may have been safe either way. And Olivia Haynes makes contact right back to the pitcher again. Pitcher makes the play that time, as that'll be the second out of the inning. However, Lindy does advance to second, and now Kylie Everson up to the plate, hoping to get another RBI.
Kylie Everson having a single to get on base last inning. Hopefully a 2-out rally here for Paynesville.
And she takes the first pitch for a ball. And she rips it to the third baseman. Third baseman makes a clean play on the ball, but a bad throw. And Lindy Hennon comes around to score as Kylie Everson forces the Eagles to make a play, and they do not. As now the Bulldogs extend their lead to 7-4. And Kylie Everson is on second base after that error by the Eagles' third baseman. And again, she is playing with 7 stitches in her ankle. Tough kid.
On her shin.
Yeah, that's a
hefty
painful
injury.
spot to be cleated. And now Megan Utsch steps up to the plate for the Dogs. Took the first pitch for a strike. Swing and a miss there.
You know, either way, Kylie's not fazed by it one bit.
Counts now 0-2 for Megan Utsch. Utsch rips that one to the second baseman, gets under her glove, and that'll score a run as the ball does not get in time. So good base hit there for Megan Utsch, assuming that wasn't an error. We'll just call it a hit.
Yeah, it just looked like a kind of an awkward backhand attempt there by the second baseman.
As again, the Bulldogs extend their lead. As for the second inning in a row, we have multiple runs, now leading 8-4. Ooh, there's a worm burner back at us. Foul tip by Grace Lang. Singed some fans' hair off.
Yeah, Max Maher over here almost losing his hair.
Reverse mohawk.
I almost thought about getting scared of that one.
He almost thought about getting scared. Anyways,
The wise words of Max Maher.
Lang fouls another one off, looking for a car back there.
Still no damage.
Count is 0-2 now. 2 outs for the Dogs. They can have another 2-out rally.
Yeah, sun just spurting out of the clouds here.
However, that will be a swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the inning. But the Bulldogs do score 2 more to extend their lead to 8-4. And going into the top of the 4th inning, we will have Jamie Schumacher leading off for the Eagles. The 9th batter in the order. So soon to be the top of the order for the Eagles.
Feel free to comment on the live stream and we will address it as we go.
Sun actually peeks out through the clouds, and that feels quite good.
Very bright. So far, Paynesville having a really strong second inning, scoring 6 in the second and only 2 in the third after responding to Eden Valley's 2 runs scored in the first inning.
And it looks like Grace Lang will stay on the mound for the Dogs. And again, stepping up to the plate, Jamie Schumacher for the Eagles. Actually, it looks like we have a substitution, as it is Shelby Keekley into bat.
And that's going to be a strike, causing the count to be 1-1. That's going to be a ball a little high and outside for ball 2.
Making the count 2-1.
Off-speed pitch there, hit to the third baseman Meganuch, who makes a great play over to Molly Stang at first.
Once again, the vacuum for Meganuch, and the gun over to first.
Great job by the Paynesville infield so far today. Top of the order now for Eden Valley.
As Laura Kipp takes strike 1. Checked her swing, but she probably should have swung.
0-1 count. And that's going to be another one. Both strikes looking now. Tough spot for the batter with coming out with a 0-2 count.
She's done a nice job so far today, though. Reached base the first time on hit to the shin, actually, by the ball. And the second time with a double.
Still no swing as ball 1 just misses the zone low. Another off-speed pitch to Kylie Everson, who makes a great play and makes the out at first.
Yeah, another great play by Kylie there at short, covering a lot of ground. As that'll be the second out of the inning, and now up to bat for the Eagles' number 3, Sawyer Keekley, and she has 2 hits on the day, 2 singles.
So far, Paynesville infield proving strong. That's going to be a ball of the dirt for ball 1. Counts 1-0. 2 outs. That's going to be a deep fly ball, which goes over the fence for Eden Valley. Wow.
Another home run.
Second home run for the day for Eden Valley.
And third of the game. And that will pull the Eagles to within 3 runs of the Dogs, making the score 8-5.
Eden Valley trailing, but not by much. It's a competitive game here in Paynesville.
Top of the 4th inning. And once again, we lucked out having no one on base for the Eagles.
Up to bat, number 7,
Olivia Schleiper.
Looks like she'll take a strike. 0-1. And that's going to be a ball high and outside. 1-1. Two outs for Paynesville. Good standing for Grace Lang.
And a big swing and a miss as there's another strikeout for Lang. And now up to bat for the Bulldogs leading off the bottom of the 4th inning will be Skylar Berg, leadoff batter.
Eden Valley's pitcher so far only having 1 strikeout on the day. great first inning with 3 fly balls on minimal pitches.
But since then, a lot of damage been done by the Bulldogs.
Great job.
Bulldogs went into the last 2 innings with a 4-point lead. However, the visiting Eagles have responded each time with a run. So now the Dogs lead 8-5.
Baseball now has a 7-1 lead versus Eden Valley.
And that's a doubleheader also.
So plenty of time to make it down there and catch some baseball if softball isn't your thing.
Again, leading off this inning for the Dogs is the number 1 batter for the Dogs, Skylar Berg.
So far, Skylar has flew out to the left field and had a single for Paynesville.
As she fouls off the first pitch, and she's fouled off quite a few today.
Yeah, seeing a lot of pitches.
Count is 0-1. And that'll be another foul ball, speaking of foul balls.
Just missing the dugout.
Making the count 0-2. Again, Bulldog softball has been having a great year.
Fly ball right at us. Carter just about getting his hand on it. Count still 0-2. Still maintaining all our fingers. And that's going to be the first ball thrown on the inside edge.
I probably would have stood up and got that one, but I probably would have ripped off my headset. And that's going to sail over the catcher for ball 2 in the count as Berg continues the battle here. Falling behind early, but now battling back to a 2-2 count.
Yeah, last 2 pitches are balls. And there's going to be a strike, and she sends that to center fielder who doesn't even have to move to make the play.
Yeah, tough break there as that was a very well hit ball, but right to the center fielder. So that'll be the first out of the inning, and now up to bat, Abby Schaefer.
Abby so far flying out to center field and getting a home run at her last at bat. And that's going to be a gapper right past the third baseman. Getting a single.
Taking advantage of that first pitch. And now up to the plate, Bailey Whaler.
Bailey so far flying out to shortstop and having a ground out to third base.
Again, kind of a rare day for Bailey not being able to get on base as she does lead the team in on-base percentage. And that'll be a strike on the first pitch. 0-1 is the count.
Paynesville definitely proving not to be an easy challenger in this inning. And that's going to be just foul.
Yeah, she sure got ahead of that ball and she ripped it. That would have been an easy double.
Yeah, it turned hard on that one, right down the line. Looks like the spin of the ball just kind of sent it. A hair foul.
See if she can straighten that out now.
Paynesville dugout lively as ever.
And that pitch sails high.
Catcher misses it as Skylar steals second. That's going to be a strikeout for Bailey with a big swing and a high pitch.
Runner on second is Abby Schaefer. And up to the plate now, Molly Stang with a dangerous bat in her hands.
Molly so far getting on base with an error from the first baseman.
Yeah, that's a nice solid play by their shortstop, Schlaper.
Simple ground out on the first pitch thrown.
So the Bulldogs, after getting Abby Schaefer on base, do not manage to send her home, and they're going into the top of the 5th inning with their 8-5 lead, 3-run cushion.
Still pitching for the Bulldogs, Grace Lang. Small delay again as Billy needs to get all the catching equipment on.
Third time that's happened today.
First time happening, Paynesville went through the entire lineup and came back to her.
Ling might actually like that. She gets a chance to throw a few more pitches in between.
Definitely making an improvement as she goes.
And leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Eagles is Hallie Jansen, center fielder. And she has a double and a home run. Impressive day for her so far, to say the least.
Yeah, no kidding. Definitely a threat for Paynesville. Outfielders don't seem to move at all and keep it in the normal spots.
Nothing you can do when the ball's hit over the fence.
Yeah, that's very true.
I mean, you could rob it, I guess. But.
Climbing fences is not the skill set.
And she rips it to shortstop Kylie Everson, who guns her out. Nice play, as Jensen was a fast runner. But no match for Kylie's arm.
Kylie so far having a very successful day for Paynesville infield, along with Megan Noach making a lot of plays. Number 14 comes in as a substitution for Eden Valley.
Maggie Schmitz.
An apology ahead of time if we butcher a name. We're seeing these names most of the time for the first time.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
One out for Paynesville. That's going to be a chop swing for a foul ball, causing strike one. Count to 0-1.
Lang looking to go the distance here in this game.
Absolutely no. I don't know of the Paynesville pitching depth, but I know for baseball we have a deep bench on the pitching.
Yeah, baseball is very deep. And Maggie takes that pitch for a strike, making the count 1-2. Getting one out here in the top of the 5th inning.
Paynesville still up 8-5. And that's going to be a foul ball right on top of the Eden Valley dugout.
Lands with the bang.
And a nice scar on the tin roof of the dugout.
Nothing wrong with that, as the count stays 1-2.
Just shows character.
And big swing and a miss there from Maggie as she's retired on strikes.
Bulldogs throw down happy. Another strikeout for Grace.
I believe that was the 4th strikeout of the game for Lang, who again after the first shaky inning has done pretty solid work with the help of her supporting cast in the defense and the bats at the plate.
Yeah, Paynesville defense being pretty solid so far.
And that's going to be a short chopper as Lang hustles to get it, fires the first, and that's an out as Molly grabs that ball.
Shout out to Grace there. Heads up play coming off the so-called mound and making the play there.
And now for the Bulldogs, leading off the bottom of the 5th inning, looks to be Hennon. Lindy Hennon.
Lindy so far having 2 singles on the day, both to the outfield. And it looks to be a pitching change, if I'm correct.
Nope, same pitcher, Emma Schultz.
My bad. After Lindy is going to be Olivia Haynes, so far getting out both times to ground balls in the infield. Lindy looking to respond here. That's going to be a strike right off the bat on the outside edge.
And she manages to foul that one off.
Yeah, big swing just on top of it, though. Counts 0-2.
Again, the Dogs definitely not out of the woods yet, as a 3-point lead is not much in the game of softball. And there's a swing and a miss, and that'll be strike 3 for Hennon.
3-pitch strikeout.
So despite giving up 8 runs, the Eagles pitcher still has some gas left, it looks like. As now Olivia Haynes steps into the plate, and she rips it.
That's going to be a deep fly ball, and that is over the fence.
There's a second home run of the season for Olivia Haynes, and that ball just kept going and going. It looked to be a fly out initially, but that got over the center field fence just in front of that little scoreboard.
Almost that goal we were talking about earlier. Just short. But still, nothing to complain about there.
Great power from Olivia. And the Bulldogs extend their lead to 4 runs again with a 9-5 lead. And now digging in for the Dogs, Kylie Everson.
Kylie Everson takes a fly ball right into the stands here.
Ooh. Narrowly misses Calvin Berg.
Yeah, Calvin Berg almost taken out there.
As the stands are filling up here. Counts 0-1 for Everson. And that'll be low for ball 1. Again, just 1 out here in this inning. Already run scored on Olivia's homer. And there's a ball just outside. We've seen that been called a strike before, but good eye by Everson.
Yeah, the ump being a little all over the place.
Counts 2-1, and she rips that one. That's going to be through the gap between third and short. As she rounds first, looking for second. She's going to stay at first, though.
Yeah, an easy single there as the left fielder makes the play there.
And I believe she has multiple hits on the day.
She has a error on third baseman to get on base and a single. Both the times scoring so far, so let's hope we can keep the string going.
It's a good sign here.
Absolutely. Megan Uchup at the plate so far has had 2 singles, both to the outfield, 1 to left and 1 to right. Scoring in the second inning. Stranded in the second.
As she fouls off her first pitch of that at bat and makes the count 0-1. And there's that. Ooh. So that pitch just over the outside corner was called a strike, and the catcher wasn't ready for stealing Kylie Everson as she advances to second.
Yeah, those 7 stitches in her shin still not bothering her.
Again, the dugout very lively for the Dogs. And Megan hits that one over the... Ooh, looked to be right over the base, but called foul by the umpire.
Yeah, that could have gone either way, honestly. At least from my view.
And that most likely would have scored Kylie Everson from second. But with an 0-2 count, Megan settles back in and takes another ball.
Counts 1-2.
And that'll be ball number 2 in the count.
Yeah, just high there. Good eye by Megan, though. Coming back from the count. 2-2.
And that ball's right down the pipe, it looked like from here.
That's a looking strikeout. Not what Paynesville was looking for.
But we're all about 2-out rallies here.
Absolutely.
As Grace Lang steps up to the plate, looking to score Kylie from second. And that first pitch will be a ball. Pitcher against pitcher here.
Grace Lang so far flying out to center field and a strikeout in 3 pitches last inning.
And she rips that one towards the left fielder, who comes in and drops the ball, squirts out of her glove, and Kylie Everson comes around to score. So on that error, Grace Lang reaches second base, and the Dogs get another run to make the score 10-5 and get their biggest lead of the game.
Extending the cushion there.
Again, with 2 outs, the Dogs score another run, and in the bottom of the 5th here, they have 2 runs already with a much larger, much more comfortable cushion here. As Skylar Berg settles in at the plate.
Top of the order for Paynesville. So far, Skylar has flew out to left field and flew out to center field, and has also had a single on the day.
Rips that one to third baseman, and she cannot make the throw to first. We've seen that already a couple times. And on that error, we will have another run score as the pinch runner was Harley Koonslaben for Grace Lang. So, Skylar Berg forces the Eagles to make an error and gets a second base to set up Abby Schaefer for hopefully another RBI here. She takes first pitch for a strike. Bulldogs leading by 6 runs, 11-5.
So far, Abby Schaefer for the day has flew out to center field and has had a home run right over center field, and has also had a single past third base and then was stranded on second base.
On that second pitch, she swung and missed, and she manages to make contact on that one to stay alive here. Counts 0-2.
Strong count for the pitcher here. Abby needs to battle back. That's going to be a tall fly ball out to right, who the right fielder makes an easy play for out 3.
So the Dogs manage to score a home run from Olivia Haynes and then 2 runs with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning to take an 11-5 advantage over the Eagles going into the top of the 6th. Which will be led off by Kendra Nye, who has not reached base yet.
And just a heads up, since this is a doubleheader, after this game there will be a short break. This live stream will end and there will be a second continuing one after this, after the break, as this is the last inning of this game. Bulldogs leave 5-11. So far, Grace Lang on the day has had 2 strikeouts and a very successful day all around so far.
Yeah, only 1 bean batter and only 5 runs allowed, which is not bad through 6 innings.
2 in the first and 1 since, except in the 5th.
And there's a rip to shortstop Kylie Everson. She scoops it up, fires the first, and a beautiful play there to get Kendra Nye out.
Kylie yet again proving a valuable asset for our team as the Paynesville infield remains strong.
As many Bulldog players are calling for Kylie again, so we'll see if this hitter hits another one to her area.
That's going to be a strike for Grace Lang. And that's going to be a ball, looks to be high. Counts 1-1.
The hitter for the Eagles is Leah Hemish. She's reached base just once today.
That's going to be a low strike. 1-2.
And that's just a bit low and inside, maybe. It looked like a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, off-speed pitch there, just couldn't land the corner. 2-2.
And that's another hit to Kylie. What do you know? And she makes another nice play.
Kylie been getting a lot of action here today.
the Eagle Killer at shortstop.
No kidding.
And now, Shelby Keekley will step up to the plate.
Two outs for Paynesville. Grace Lang starts it off with a ball. Looked to be a little high.
I'm actually not entirely sure who this is, as I do not have a number 2 in the roster. But either way, that is ball 2.
On the sheet over here, we have number 2, Jamie Schumacher.
Okay, Jamie Schumacher.
Senior.
Alright, so last inning Shelby Keekley came into bat for her, and now she's back in. That was what the confusion was about. And she follows that one straight back. No cars hit. And the count is 2-1. 2-2, excuse me.
Successful day for the Cars. No damage so far.
Getting 2 outs in the inning.
That's number 2 is up to bat.
And that'll be popped out.
The second pop fly.
Foul. And the Bulldogs are 1 pitch away from ending this game. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be just low in the dirt, making the count full. So the full count and 2 outs. We'll see if the Bulldogs can come away with a win here in the first game of the day. And that's a rip to Kylie Everson, 3rd of the inning, and she makes the 3rd out of the inning, and the Bulldogs win the game 11-5.
3-3 for Kylie that inning.
Yeah, great job for the Dogs here in the first game, as we get many hits, many runs, and a couple homers.
Absolutely. Paynesville extending their lead 8-4 on the season. As we will tune back in a few for the second game.
Yeah, stay tuned, and this live stream will end again, but we'll be back live soon.